Hello guys, what's up and welcome to this video. Now before we get started, I just want to apologize ahead of time. First, if you hear dogs barking in the background, well, one dog, it's my dog and she's been really fucking annoying every time I've tried to record. So you know what, I'm just gonna have to let it be. I can't control a beast like her, so whatever. And second of all, I want to apologize if I sound really raspy or gross because I don't know, I woke up this morning and I just felt like my throat was itchy. I don't know, it's been really fucking irritating and it's just been hurting. I'm not sick or anything, it just came out of nowhere and it's really irritating and I've taken so many cough drops and it doesn't seem to matter, so whatever. We're just going to continue onwards despite it. Because today I want to talk to you guys about the most annoying thing currently with Call of Duty, and that is featured playlists. Yahoo! You know how they have these playlists that only come like for a week and then they disappear and then you have to just wait another month and then they bring them back. AKA gun game, they brought it for the Winter Siege event in World War II, and then they brought it back somewhat recently, I think like a week ago or something like that, and then it just disappears again, and it's a little sad after it disappears because maybe that's the only game mode you even like in this damn game. But regardless, it's really irritating, and it's not just for gun game either. It's been for demolition, it's been for prop hunt, basically the holy trinity and the good game modes just, come for a little bit and then just dip out of the game. It's really fucking irritating and annoying that they've been doing this for these game modes. And, I'm going to tell you guys my theory as to why. I mean, I don't think it's that, hard to figure out or hard to guess. But, to some people, because they suck Call of Duty cock harder than anything else, they might think that this theory is some tinfoil, fluoride controls my mind and tap water type theory and they won't buy it. So I'm sorry if you're delusional and you just don't believe in this theory. But for those of you, you probably are smart enough to figure this out on your own. But here's my theory as to why they do these stupid featured playlists. So Call of Duty World War II was supposed to be the game to bring it back, bring the franchise back to its roots, and have the Call of Duty community screaming and wetting their pants over this game. But it turns out that the only thing Call of Duty players are wetting their pants over is another game, a free game. Fortnite, of course. So, they've kind of failed in that regard, and the numbers have definitely dropped. If you look at launch to now, they're definitely a lot lower. I mean, people, of course, still play the game. Yeah, sure, it's a Call of Duty. There's always going to be those few stragglers that stick with the game, even if it's utter shit, but the numbers are definitely lesser. So the way to kind of, spike up the numbers is to have these featured playlists. So those people who are like, oh man, I really love gun game, aka me, and I love demolition. Also, just as a side note to explain why I might be biased is I love demolition and gun game. Those are my favorite game modes in any Call of Duty. So the fact that they're temporary, even though I paid my $60 just like everyone else for this game, kind of pisses me off. So I'm a little biased, but yeah. So they bring these playlists back because, they want to figure out a way to spike these numbers for the people who are, less engaged and don't come on every single day because, they're begging for people to play. I mean, you can see it in the challenges. I mean, play 30 matches. I mean, are you kidding me? That's not anything skill-based. That's just, can you please play our game? But yeah, so they're pretty desperate and a lot of their attempts haven't worked, Putting those daily challenges of play 50 games hasn't been bringing them the fan base that they've been hoping for. And also double XP doesn't even really bring people back either. So that's why they have these playlists. But you may be wondering, I mean, if that's true and the playlists do spike up the population, wouldn't Call of Duty want the population to always be spiked up? No, they would not. Call of Duty, of course, wants the player base to be spiked up at key times. What key times, you asked? Well, probably when they're selling supply drops, because that's what they do. I mean, if you look at all the times they've had any sort of featured playlist, it's always coincidentally around the time that they're having some sort of deal, like buy this great deal, no dupes, 10 supply drops, for you, only $50, the amount you paid for the game originally, but, you know, it's a great deal regardless. You know, you'd have to play this game for 50 hours otherwise to get these supply drops, so kids, grab your mom's wallet and spend away. You know, that's kind of what it is. You know, they get people to like get interested in the game again. You know, they're like, oh, like, come on back, you know, we got gun game now. And when these kids or players come back and start playing the game, they're like, hey, you know, like, you can also buy this as well. You know, you're having fun playing gun game, even if it's only for a week, and, you know, you should buy something. And then, you know, these stupid kids, of course, buy this shit, and it's horrible. So, yeah, that's my problem with these featured playlists, is the fact that it's always coincidincally around the time that they're selling these supply drop bundles, like these super duper mega stuffer supply drop topper shopper. And, you know, it's not a coincidence. You know, they clearly choose the featured playlist just to be able to bring back their audience somewhat organically, not really, to play for certain weeks when they're selling their shit to them, and then deals disappear just like these playlists. And, you know, I'm somehow supposed to think that it's a coinky dink. I don't think so, and that's my problem with it, is, you know, it's not a coincidence that they bring it back for these certain times, and also it's bullshit. You know, why should I have to wait to play a game mode that you're perfectly capable of letting me play year round, but you choose not to because you want to fucking squeeze out every little bit of juice in the few Call of Duty players that are dumb enough to buy microtransactions. And it's just fucking irritating, you know? Like, I love Demolition, I love gun game, and when those modes are back, you know, it's fun. I actually enjoy Call of Duty, but, you know, they decide to take it away, rip out my heart, and just throw it onto the pavement and not even care. And it's just irritating, you know? I spent $60 just like everyone else. You know, why can't I play my favorite game modes, you know, that have been standard in every other Call of Duty? You know, had I known this, or had there been a disclaimer like, hey, we're only gonna sell you part of the game, then, you know, maybe I would have, you know, reconsidered buying this stupid shit. I know this sounds really negative, you know, it's fine. I don't hate Call of Duty, even though it sounds like I do. I really don't. I just hate the fucking shitty actions that Activision forces and shoves down these developers' throats to do, and, you know, we suffer because of it, because of stupid microtransactions. So yeah, this was just kind of a rant of why I fucking hate these featured playlists and why they're bullshit, and I just can't stand it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, also, don't forget to comment what you think about the featured playlist. And yeah, see ya.